What's up, guys? JJop123 here, and today it's gonna be a little different. Today I'm gonna rant. I'm gonna rant a little bit, and actually it's a rant that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, just never got around to doing it, and it's something that I see pretty often, and it has a lot to do with the tech, or quote-unquote tech review channels that I'm subscribed to and usually watch a lot. And I have a lot of I wouldn't say glaring, but just annoying issues with them, just mostly because of the reach they have and me being in the IT field and just liking tech myself. It's a lot of things that bother me. So that's kind of why I want to do a little bit of a rant, because the only way that, you're going to make a difference, make a video yourself. Don't post a comment and just say, hey, you guys should double check that, or hey, you're very biased. No, make the video yourself. Do it yourself. It's YouTube. You can do whatever you want. So here are just a couple of points that I usually see that kind of just annoy me a little bit. Maybe it's something a lot of other people may notice with these types of channels. One, and the most annoying one to me, misinformation. Now, a lot of these tech channels will either jump the gun or just post a video, obviously for views and whatnot, or whatever reason, and don't really fact check or wait to get fact checks. They just toss a video out, get views, and then, at least in the last couple of weeks that I've been watching videos, have been proven wrong. And you post a comment about it, and either there's no response or they don't even make a follow-up video. They just leave the video up as fact. And to me, that's annoying. You're a tech channel. Do your diligence and pay attention to the quote-unquote tech world that you are in and you want to report on. Now, I'm definitely not saying, be the last one to put a video out. Makes no sense. Why would anyone do that? You obviously want to be the first to the punch. You want to try to get your information out. You want to get the views. You want to get people to see what you have to say. I get it. But in my opinion, I believe there's a fine line in giving factual tech news to people you're basically influencing, or just giving crap information. That's annoying to me. Number two, the obvious bias that you see on a lot of these tech channels. Now, I get it. I might have my biases towards tech. I get it. But when you have a general audience, you need to be a general reviewer, in my opinion. Now, there are some channels where they only deal with one side, or one side of tech, or they only deal with one particular product. I don't have an issue with that, because your niche audience is that particular product. But if you have an audience that isn't one particular product, and all you do is praise one particular company or one particular product, and every time a different type of product comes out that obviously had those features or some type of similarity to that product, there's always like a downplay or like a negative outlook on that product. And I don't like that. If you're going to do that with every product. Don't make specific categories or specific companies seem like, their product, it would be great, but it doesn't have this particular feature. No, it's either bad or good. Like you don't be biased. In my opinion, being biased is the worst thing you can do as a tech reviewer and someone who uses tech or likes tech. You don't like tech if you always downplay some of the tech. Each has their own. They all have some type of pro to bring to the field, and you need to make sure that you address that and not say, this is bad because X, but this one is so much better because X, even though it's essentially the same feature. Number three, acting like you're the end-all be-all when it comes to some type of tech review. Now, I get it. You're giving your opinion. That's great. But if you give some opinion and what you talk about of that tech, or even if it's not opinion, if it's actual factual statements, and you end up saying something wrong and someone, corrects you or says something in the comment like, hey, that's actually wrong. I see a lot of tech reviewers either get very defensive or they basically downplay the commenter or their subs. They downplay them. It's just like, acknowledge you were wrong and say, thank you. You, one of my subscribers that like my videos, thank you. Just say a quick thank you, and that's it. I see too many tech reviewers just with this whole negative attitude towards their viewers. And, to me, it's just like, they're a part of your community. Yes, you do have the trolls, but be a part of your community. Don't make them feel like, oh, if they give an opinion, you're the almighty when it comes to this piece of hardware. And my last little piece, number 4, make sure you do adequate research and fully understand what you're handling before you either knock a product or you flat out tell people don't buy this product. I remember watching a video where the YouTuber just flat out said, hey, don't buy this because it didn't work for my needs, and didn't go into any details of how it was set up, how they had, what devices they were using, like nothing, no information, just don't buy this product. And to me, especially somebody currently in the field and somebody who's very passionate about tech and hardware, I'm going to make sure I get as much research and make sure everything from the point that is in my home will be fully accommodated with these devices. I'm not just going to plop a device down, say, hey, I threw X amount of dollars at it, it should be amazing. No, that's not how most things work. I mean, you got to put a little work into it, especially when it comes to hardware. Just put a little bit of work into it, and you'll be able to get a better benefit of it. Now, I can see if it's a defective product or it literally just, you buy a router and you can't even go to the next room without losing a connection. I understand that. Then there's an issue. But to just flat out dismiss a product because you either didn't know what you were doing, or you either knew what you were doing but didn't take enough time to actually, something we all don't, to read the instructions or just set an extra thing up. When you don't do that and then you say, oh, this product's bad, you're not really doing what you claim to be. You're not being that tech quote unquote person. You're just throwing money at stuff and setting it up, and if it doesn't work, you cry about it. So in my opinion, make sure that you do adequate research before you're ready to dismiss a product. Now, that's all I got for right now. I mean, this is just an off the cuff, a little different format than what I usually do, and very different from a lot of my other videos. It is a random channel after all, but I just wanted to finally get that out and do that little rant, because as much as I like tech and as many tech channels that I'm subscribed to, it's just so many things that I see, and it just bothers me to the point. And sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I should just make a video on that. Maybe I should just talk about it. Maybe I should just go ahead and do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Well, this is one of those videos where I just said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. See what happens. If people agree with me, cool. If they disagree with me, cool. If I just ranted and rambled on for a few minutes, sure, who cares? It just feels that as much as I see, it just need to be talked about, just because of, and it's not even because these are high number channels. It's just like, if you want to be a part of tech, if you are that passionate about tech, do the little things. Don't just be this blind sheep when it comes to this stuff. In my opinion, it's just like, be tech, enjoy it, like, be happy about it, be what you want to be about it. Don't just sit there and just, hey, I am a tech reviewer, I like this product, haha, views. Like, don't be that. Don't be like that. In my opinion, when you're like that, you're not a real tech reviewer. You're just some person standing there and just trying to peddle on some device to me. So this is JJop123. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.